The United States faces a critical challenge. Our agricultural sector, once the backbone of our nation's prosperity, is now under immense strain. We may not be able to feed ourselves in the coming years. The sight of empty grocery store shelves is becoming more common, and the anxiety among shoppers is palpable. Our food production is not keeping up with our needs. Farmers are struggling with withered crops and unpredictable weather patterns, making it harder to sustain their livelihoods. This problem affects everyone, from farmers to families. The impact is felt at the dinner table, where families are forced to make do with less, and in the fields, where farmers toil with diminishing returns. For generations, American farms have been a symbol of abundance. These farms have been the pride of our nation, representing hard work, resilience, and the promise of a bountiful harvest. We have produced vast quantities of food, feeding not just ourselves but much of the world. Our grain silos were once overflowing, and our farmers were the unsung heroes feeding millions. But this legacy is under threat. Droughts are becoming more frequent, and farm equipment often sits idle due to lack of resources or viable crops to harvest. Declining agricultural output, rising costs, and a changing climate are all putting pressure on our food system. Farmers are grappling with the harsh realities of extreme weather, which devastates crops and drives up costs. This is not just an abstract problem. It's a tangible crisis that hits home, affecting the food on our plates and the financial stability of families across the nation. It's about the food on our tables and the future we are leaving for our children. The scarcity of food today foreshadows a more challenging tomorrow for the next generation. We need to understand these challenges and find solutions. Researchers are working tirelessly to develop sustainable agricultural practices, and communities are coming together to discuss and implement these strategies. Our ability to feed our nation depends on it. By supporting local farmers, investing in innovative agricultural research, and fostering community initiatives, we can ensure a stable food supply for the future. Together, we can overcome these challenges and secure a prosperous and sustainable food system for generations to come. American agriculture, once a powerhouse of production, is showing signs of strain. The numbers tell a worrying story. The rate of agricultural output growth has slowed in recent decades. For example, corn yields, a key indicator of agricultural productivity, have plateaued in some areas. This slowdown is due to a complex web of factors. Soil degradation, water scarcity, and the increasing cost of inputs like fertilizer all play a role. The bottom line is clear. Our farms are not producing as much as they once did. Farming has always been a difficult business, subject to the whims of weather and markets. But today, farmers face unprecedented economic and policy challenges. The costs of inputs like seeds, fertilizer, and fuel have skyrocketed. At the same time, farmers are often squeezed by low prices for their products. Government policies, while well-intentioned, sometimes exacerbate these challenges. Complex regulations and subsidies can distort markets and make it harder for small and mid-sized farms to compete. The food supply chain is a complex web of interconnected systems. It involves everything from farm to table. Recent years have exposed the fragility of this system. The COVID-19 pandemic caused major disruptions, leading to food shortages and price spikes. Labor shortages in transportation and processing plants meant that food could not reach consumers. Extreme weather events exacerbated by climate change have also disrupted supply chains. These disruptions highlight the vulnerability of our food system and the importance of building resilience. Section 5. A changing climate, a hungry world, the impact on American farms. Climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is a present reality. The effects are being felt across the globe, but American farms are particularly vulnerable. And, it is having a profound impact on American agriculture. Farmers are on the front lines, witnessing firsthand the changes in their fields and the challenges they bring. Rising temperatures, changing rainfall patterns, and more frequent extreme weather events are all taking a toll. These changes are not just minor inconveniences, they are reshaping the very landscape of farming. Droughts are becoming more severe, particularly in the West, leading to water shortages and crop failures. Farmers are struggling to find enough water to sustain their crops and livestock. Heat waves can damage crops, reduce yields, and stress livestock. The intense heat can cause irreversible damage to plants and make it difficult for animals to survive. These climate-related challenges are making farming more difficult and unpredictable. Farmers are finding it harder to plan for the future when the weather is so uncertain. They threaten the long-term viability of American agriculture. If these trends continue, the future of farming in the United States could be at risk. Farmers are coming together to discuss these challenges and find solutions, but the road ahead is uncertain and fraught with difficulties. Section 6. The Earth Can't Wait. Environmental Concerns in Agriculture. While we need to produce enough food, we also need to protect our environment. Modern agricultural practices can have significant environmental impacts. The use of pesticides and fertilizers can pollute waterways and harm biodiversity. Industrial agriculture is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions. We need to find ways to produce food more sustainably. This means reducing our reliance on chemicals, conserving water, and promoting biodiversity. Section 7. Empty fields, aging hands, labor shortages in a changing America. American agriculture is facing a growing labor crisis. The average age of farmers is increasing, and fewer young people are entering the profession. This is due in part to the physically demanding nature of the work and the relatively low wages. Additionally, there is a stigma associated with farming in some circles. The lack of available labor is making it difficult for farmers to find workers to plant, harvest, and process their crops. This shortage threatens the productivity and viability of American farms. Section 8. Beyond our borders. The growing reliance on food imports. As domestic food production struggles to keep pace, the United States is becoming increasingly reliant on food imports. We now import a significant portion of our fruits, vegetables, and processed foods. While trade can be beneficial, relying too heavily on imports makes us vulnerable to global supply chain disruptions and price volatility. It also undermines our national food security. We need to find a balance between trade and domestic production to ensure a resilient and secure food system. Section 9. Seeds of Hope. Solutions and Innovations for a Food-Secure Future. In this chapter, we delve into the various strategies and groundbreaking innovations that are paving the way for a more secure and sustainable food future. The challenges facing American agriculture are significant, but they are not insurmountable. From climate change to soil degradation, farmers are up against numerous obstacles. However, with the right tools and knowledge, these challenges can be met head-on. There are a number of promising solutions and innovations that offer hope for a more food-secure future. Hydroponic and vertical farming are revolutionizing the way we grow food, allowing for higher yields in smaller spaces and reducing the need for traditional farmland. One key area is investing in agricultural research and development. By funding scientific research, we can discover new methods and technologies that will help farmers increase productivity and sustainability. We need to develop new crop varieties that are more resilient to climate change, pests, and diseases. This includes genetically modified organisms, GMOs, that can withstand extreme weather conditions and resist pests without the need for harmful pesticides. We also need to promote sustainable farming practices that protect our soil, water, and biodiversity. Techniques such as crop rotation, organic farming, and sustainable irrigation methods are essential for maintaining the health of our agricultural ecosystems. This includes reducing our reliance on chemical inputs and promoting regenerative agriculture. By focusing on soil health and using natural fertilizers, we can create a more sustainable and environmentally friendly farming system. Finally, we need to address the labor shortage in agriculture by making the profession more appealing to young people. The future of farming depends on the next generation, and we must ensure that they are equipped with the skills and knowledge they need to succeed. This could involve offering better wages, benefits, and training opportunities. By investing in education and providing support for young farmers, we can create a more vibrant and dynamic agricultural sector. By embracing these solutions, we can build a more resilient, sustainable, and equitable food system that can feed our nation for generations to come. Community-supported agriculture programs and local food initiatives also play a crucial role in connecting consumers with farmers, fostering a sense of community and shared responsibility for our food system. Supporting local farmers markets and buying locally grown produce not only helps the environment by reducing transportation emissions, but also strengthens local economies and ensures fresher, healthier food for consumers. Additionally, integrating renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power into farming operations can reduce costs and environmental impact, making farms more self-sufficient and sustainable. Precision agriculture and the use of technology, such as drones and data analytics, can optimize farming practices, reduce waste, and increase efficiency. These advancements allow farmers to make more informed decisions and improve overall productivity. Urban farming and community gardens are also innovative solutions that bring food production closer to urban populations, reducing the need for long-distance transportation and providing fresh produce to city dwellers. Education and community involvement are key to fostering a culture of sustainability and resilience. By educating the public about sustainable farming practices and involving them in the process, we can create a more informed and engaged society. Collaboration among farmers through cooperatives and shared resources can also enhance resilience and sustainability. By working together, farmers can share knowledge, reduce costs, and support each other in times of need. Ultimately, the goal is to create a thriving agricultural sector that supports not only the farmers but also the communities they serve. By implementing these solutions and innovations, we can ensure a food-secure future for all.